going to take long. I don't even use Twitter that much. When I go full time on it, it's going to be exponential. I just don't know if I won't get cancelled. That's the only thing. I'm like constantly having to like ask people before I tweet, being like, "Yo, is this
kosher?"
Yeah, is this kosher? Literally. Hold on one second. Oh, here it is. So I'm generally okay at accents. I can copy voices quite well. This is an accent I haven't quite got yet, and it's the Western woman one. And the accent is basically Israeli. And what it is that it's the tonality that reflects a whole generation of being told you're basically better than men. You don't need men. Men are the enemy, and men. That's what the accent actually is.
What do you mean you don't have a boyfriend? You're so pretty. What do you mean you have 0 men in your phone? What do you mean you've gone 8 months without? What do you mean? That makes no sense. Yeah, well, combine pretty with intelligent, strong, successful, slaying at life, you've got a very terrifying woman on your hands. She's a very
not a person.
not easy woman.
She's
on your
not.
hands,
That's
right?
not a human, is it?
Men don't
Look
like
at the movement, the ritualistic mudra she's doing, like the snaky tongue flicker, like.
Are unavailable. Men who are in relationships actively.
See?
And uggo weirdos. Because at the end of the day, I am merely just a fantasy. I am not a real human.
See, she even says it!
She admits
She
it.
even says it!
Alone. I'm very, 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 very single.
See what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to be ironic and cool and funny, but like,
Ugh.
she's just a banner girl for like a whole generation right now. She's a representative. She's a metaphor of an entire fucking female zeitgeist in 2024. Like, that's the auditory. That's the sound.
hive mind speaking there.
That's literally the auditory expression of the current female egregore in 2024. Which is, she sounds like a politician. Her eyes don't move like a politician. So here's another body language thing. Here's how you know when you're dealing with a psychopath or not. So your eyes, when you smile, there's little involuntary muscles that contract. That's connected to your amygdala, right? Your amygdala is your emotional center in your brain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you actually connect compassionately, you feel a genuine human emotion. When you smile, it's like, I'm trying to think of something funny. Like, maybe not. Like, even just doing it now, but like there's warmth in the eyes when like the eyes is what you communicate with. When politicians smile, psychopaths, reptiles, these things, these AI humans aren't even humans, who have been programmed. Like, politicians are programmed to say a certain thing. These women today, and these TikTok women, have been programmed to say a certain thing. They're not humans anymore because they don't have authentic expression. So you see it. They know that they should smile because they're like, I must be like a human. Humans do this. And then they just move their mouth. Hillary Clinton's a really good example. She just smiles like that, and that's the smile of someone that's got bodies on her hands, that like is actively chopping up babies. Like they don't have compassion. They don't feel the things that humans do. She's an example. She's like, no, I'm single, and it's the fucking voice and the irony behind it that's not actually ironic. It's so twisted and so disgusting. And anyway, one of the comments was that these are the white Dindus.
Yeah, yes, the Dindu Nuffins.
Dindu Nuffins.
That is so true.
It's the best thing I've ever
seen. Such
seen.
a good comment. It's like the
Everyone-
spiritual Dindus. Spiritual Dinduism.
A Hindu Dindu. Yo, the Anunnaki right now, like, yo, Earth just dropped a new religion. It's been 2,000 years. Where they've realised that Christianity and Islam has ran its course and they've just dropped
It's a new cult.
Dinduism. Oh my dude. It's honestly that. Like, we've come up with a new religion in Earth and it's called Dinduism, and it's basically Dindu Nuffin. Like,
Complete negation of personal responsibility.
there is no personal responsibility on a conscious level where people say, no, that wasn't my fault because. But then on a deep spiritual level where the psyop programming
agency.
has
No
taken
personal
away your
agency.
ability to take responsibility. So for women, it's actually, here's what's interesting, how meta reversed it's got. Women's Dinduism manifest as outwardly masculine aggression. It's the inversion of gender. They go, hey, we don't need that. I'm a boss. I need no one. Like all of this.
But in
kind
the
of
same
shit.
breath, they'll plead complete helplessness and complete like.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. But like they'll have their whole fucking like I am perfect and men fucking can't take it, so I'm just gonna be alone. Everyone, it's like all this. And then a man's thing, their Dinduism is like they literally didn't do anything. Like they're like, well, okay, I'll just never get a girl because I can't do anything, so I didn't do nothing. Like you're not doing anything. You're a Dinduistic. Like we need to come up with a word for it. Like what does that make you? If Christians follow Christianity, you're a Dindu.
Dinduist.
Yeah, you're a Dinduist. You're a Dindu disciple. You're actually a disciple of Dinduism by not having agency, by not having responsibility to just do what you need to do, which is look inwards, become self-aware and go, I'm fucking up in X, Y, and Z area. Here's my plan to overcome myself up so that I can be better.
It's why people don't want to be with me. It's why I'm not getting what I want in life.
Just do the thing that you need to do and your life will get better rather than just not doing
Dinduing.
rather than just Dinduing. Do versus Dinduing, and what will get done will get done. When you want to Dindu, do, and you'll done. It's as simple as that. When
Thou shall be done.
When the Dindus do.
That will be done. On earth as in heaven.
So start doing instead of dindoing, and done will get done. It's actually as true as that. That's the formula for just unlocking a better life, honestly. Just stop blaming people and take responsibility and stop caring what others think. It's so simple. It's actually that simple. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it's very simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh shit, Dindu is my favourite thing ever. White Dindus. What I've noticed, this is for debate, and I'm really interested in what people think. There's two theories, like two lines that you can approach life with. One is the Derren Brown line of, what's Derren Brown? Like a skeptic, basically skepticism.
Are you
Derren
sure?
Brown, by the way.
Darren Brown, isn't he the one who wrote the Da Vinci Code?
No, Derren Brown is a stage hypnotist from England. So he did like loads of magic shows on TV and stuff. Like he's a really interesting character, but he's a skeptic. His whole thing is like, same like James Randi, is like I can always disprove any paranormal thing. He's like any experience where, for example, his thing is like there's no such thing as psychic ability. You, if someone calls you when you were thinking about them and you're like, oh, just thinking about you, haven't we got a connection? He's like, well, you thought about them 50 times in the last few weeks and they didn't call, so you just get confirmation bias. The one time that they did call, you're like, there's the connection, but it's not. It's just statistical probability that you put emotion onto, right? That's his point. The other is obviously the opposite, which is
everything has meaning.
Everything has meaning, yeah, exactly. I don't know the word for that, but that's the other line, right?
Yeah.
So what I've noticed myself is having been in such low states in my life and just felt like life was going against me for the longest time, to then it kind of turning around when I get my biology in order, I get fighting again, I do some good work for the world and start getting feedback for it and people are giving me like praise like that, and I find that I'm up and running more and I've got like the passion for life again, which I didn't have for years. I started noticing stuff like angel numbers appear, like every time I check my phone, at least, I promise you, at least 5 times a day. I'm not even lying. Like what I'm saying is nature and like the algorithm of the universe and reality does actually talk to you, 100%. My question is to skeptics is, how do you disprove that? Is it that it's always been the way it is and only now I'm recognizing it because I'm less like insular and angry and upset and now I'm seeing the world better and I'm trying to prescribe positive meaning to everything? Or is it a case when you do actually start aligning yourself, you do start getting these signs? What do you reckon?
Oh, me personally,
yeah.
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
I think you, because there's like the function of consciousness is like a reducing valve. I think it's Aldous Huxley who made this point in The Doors of Perception. You have to, in order to navigate reality, you have to limit the amount of stimuli that are coming into your field of awareness. Otherwise, you just go crazy. You wouldn't be able to do anything.
You become a Dinduist.
You become a Dinduist, yeah.
Which is the world today,
right?
Because everyone's got like stimulation.
Yeah, and so like the role of psychedelics is that it opens the doors of perception, so you start seeing more.
Right.
And so I think to be in a high vibration state is psychedelic in the very strict sense of the word, which is like mind expanding.
Yeah.
So you're expanding your awareness. You're seeing more of these things, but equally, I think also you're just inviting more of them into your existence.
Yeah, I think it's an exponentially growing thing.
Yeah.
And also, one last thing I'd add is that why has the concept of shamanism been around across every culture since recorded history throughout every time period? Is that it's not just a random phenomena that like certain humans can talk to nature, like that clearly exists. Why do spiritual healers have existed forever? Like same like ghosts, like these concepts, whether you can prove them or not, whether you've got an explanation or not,
there are certain
they exist.
Cultural constants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to deny like, how long's written history been around? More like 10,000 years, 4,000 years. You're going to turn around and go, nah, 4 millennia are all just coping. It's all confirmation bias. Like back in the Babylonian tablets, they were just that one time that their friend thought about them and they got a message about a homing pigeon came and told them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just apply that all the time whilst dismissing the possibility of it, is the point.
The thing is, skepticism itself becomes like a dogma. It becomes like a religion. These people, like, they'll go out of their way to
disprove anything nice,
just to poo-poo everything. Oh well, you know, that's you're just confirmation, just confirmation
spiritual
biasing
Karens,
yourself. Yeah, exactly. It's Karenism.
It's
really
Karenism.
Yeah,
it's basically
Karenistic.
It's esoteric Karenism.
Yeah. A lot of the time they're very boring. Like,
they got
annoying
going
people,
on.
You know, they're Reddit fucking atheists,
and also
the kind of people you don't want to have anything
exactly.
to do with.
And also, what's interesting about them?
Who's more fun? Seriously, like some schizo, some Twitter schizo with all kinds of weird theories, or just some fucking fedora wearing Reddit atheist.
Exactly. Who's got a point to prove about everything? It needs to be black and white. Yeah, there is that as well.
Who cares who's right?
What stories, when you die, are you going to look back fondly with? The guy where you both got put on a terrorist list for trying to smuggle ayahuasca into North Korea to unify North and South Korea.
Spent, like 20 minutes debating, like.
Or the guy that can statistically prove using his algorithm he uses for day trading to prove why ghosts aren't real. Like, which one is going to give you better stories? That's so true. Yeah. Which one do you want to be the godfather of your kids?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? A godfather's obviously supposed to look after your children if anything happens to you. Yeah. So I'd want a guy that's inevitably going to die as well. So then my kids are like, see.
So they get to be Harry Potter, you know?
Yeah, see. So all your caregivers are dying. And then what that's going to do is turn around to my kids and they're going to go, rah, all my parents keep dying. Oh, and they're going to have an existential crisis at 8 years old. They're going to go, oh, that's 2 dads that I've lost. Is there something wrong with me? And then my broken wife is going to go, oh no, it's all right, honey. And then actually they're going to go, and because I'm going to have a program them since day one to just take radical responsibility for everything, they're going to go, no, actually, I think there is something wrong with me. And they're going to go on their hero's journey for a psychedelic meltdown at 10 years old at playgroup. And they're going to start chanting like tongues in the middle of a maths class. They're going to get sectioned at 11. They're going to come out the other side after like a brief stint of like antipsychotic dependency in their early teens, and then they're going to become an evolved higher spirit by the time they're 20, and then they'll lead the spiritual revolution.
That's it. We've got it all planned out already.
Yeah, I'm saying. Mental breakdowns is the most underrated form of parenting.